Hey friends, welcome back to another episode with No Name Trapper. Today's episode of Real Talk is a very interesting topic, and I think there's a lot of insight that I'm going to be giving away with this discussion. And it all started with a question. It all started with a really good question. So I advertised. I'm a lure maker. I don't mention that much on my YouTube channel because I'm not here to sell you stuff. Okay, but I am a lure maker. I made a post on Facebook, and a friend of mine asked. It's a multi-species lure I was advertising, and a friend of mine asked, "How can a lure draw in a beaver and a mink?" Like he didn't understand how you could draw in two different species like that with such different characteristics. Let's put it that way. All right, and that was a pretty solid question. I was glad he asked it. And the reason being, guys, and this is a simple answer, I don't set the rules out there. When I say in my videos we make the rules out there, I'm talking about sets and stuff, what we can do as far as like making a set, putting a foothold here and all that. We can make some rules like that, but as far as the animal, we don't make the rules for what they like and what they don't like. So the animals set the rules. I don't, as a lure maker. We got to follow the rules. Now, with that being said, how do you find out what the rules are? Well, you got to put in a lot of time out there. A lot of time. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of hours. I mean, just an ungodly amount of time. And so I'm going to use it for instance. This river bottom green of mine, and I'm not trying to sell you guys this, so please understand this is not a sales pitch. There are other lure makers that make multiple species lures, okay, besides myself. So river bottom green, and I don't know if you guys can see the label very well here. Contacts aren't in right now, so anyways, river bottom green. I made it for muskrat, beaver, mink, otter, and raccoon. Okay, so this is a fish-based lure. Okay, so how can you catch beaver with a fish-based lure? That's a very good question. All right, so in my experience, in my time out on the rivers, creeks, lakes, so on and so forth, we call them cricks here in Iowa, so cricks. In my time out there, in my experience, I don't believe the smell of fish bothers beaver. I mean, if you think about it, they're near fish every day. Every day, they're around fish. And if there's a drought or sometimes water levels are low, and you guys go to smell some of that water, like down at a river or a creek, a lot of times it smells just like fish. Okay, I mean that's just, so. Does fish scare away beaver or turn them off? Not in my experience. Now, with that being said, if it was an overpowering fish-only lure that was just a punch of fish, I don't think it'd be super attractive to beaver, no. But with that being said, do I think they'll tolerate that and be attracted to it with maybe some other enticing smells? Yes, I do. And so I didn't make those rules. The beaver did. I just played with the rules they gave me. So, again, today's video is we do not make the rules as far as what attracts the animals. Those are hardwired into them, right? We can play with them. We can test the edges of it. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't attract that animal, you're not going to catch the animal. A buddy of mine was just hammering some beaver this I think it was this spring or fall with my river bottom green, and then can't remember if it was him or another buddy of mine was hammering some otter with river bottom green. So those rules that we put in our mind, just because they're in our mind doesn't mean that it's the same as the animals out there. So maybe I talked about this a little too long, but I really think if you guys get to spinning your wheels on this deal, thinking makes us all better. And so that's the point of these Real Talk videos. So guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope that information and that discussion helps you. If you have any questions, hit me up and test it yourself. At the end of the day, you've got to be the judge, right? So, tight chains out there. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.